So very much regard the doer WOW, so open very shut much, so less, so open very so much shut, amaze so lean very on, so amaze WOW, so unwise, so lean much on very doer very lean much on, so very much regard, so a doer so much very in hand, so you very you so very so many much amaze very more. Much very much turning many knobs, so very amazed so much a doer, so many regard, so much doer, so very many regard, so much doer, so much so doer, so much amazed, so you so very you WOW, so very open, so it wow, so it very much amazed very much many a WOW, very much so a WOW, very much so many a WOW, very much very so many a WOW, very much so many very much a wow, so you much can so open very it WOW very and so WOW, so step through WOW, so then WOW, amaze excite WOW, so no longer much very doer, so now so much now many WOW, so in the case much a wall very wall WOW, wherever so very much you very evident much consoling WOW, so wall very you much always good no very where so you so wall very doer many only such doer, so from many outside, so many so outside, so much outside, so many much outside, very doer very there, so also very something substantial, so substantial many walls very walls much walls many walls, so maybe very materials much from so made of, so of many of, so many of very made of so many bricks very plaster much more very likely much absence many hinges so much doors, so like many hidden conditions many hidden very conditions. So much upon so much depend upon so many which vary everything many turns, so much like much small print, so small very print many and much contracts, so much and so many contracts, so contracts, so and so many very so much depends so on, so very do or so much depends very much, so much WOW on, so WOW much. It's many hinges, so but so it much also many depends so much on a while many nothing unusual, so nothing unusual, so not much unusual, not very about a while, so not so much, not so without many doors very without doors many a door, so without walls much ridiculous, so ridiculous WOW, so also very a door many always very suggesting so much another side very another, so much side, so many very another, so much side, so doors verbs seem much ambiguous very appear, so forever amaze much changing so much it's very mind excite WOW, so much it's very mind amaze much it's very so much mind, so but very much regard, so much many from, so whatever much angle, so many much angle, so very much, so always very offering many you, so much the same, so much proposition wow, so you so much very the same proposition WOW, excite amaze, so many very there, so many very many, so very there, so much very unanswered much questions very much unanswered very questions, so much very about doors, so why very that many that, so they're very circular, so may or much or very elliptical many doors, so many much so elliptical many doors, so very what many that's very frightening very much frightening, so very about so much many sliding doors, so many so much sliding, so very doors, so very and many what very, so about so very many colors of such many doors, such green very doors, so and such brick very walls, so white many doors, such and so black many walls very and much black, so doors vary and much white, so walls so vary as many will many very lead many you, so many you to very suspect such, so that I very talking so much about many symbols, so very much talking so about many about so much symbols very rather than very talking very about much doors and much walls many what's many very all this many very much talk about many very much so doors and many very much so walls many very much so such anyway, so why very not such talk so about many something very real many like such signatures, so many spelled very backwards WOW amaze excite WOW, so much as very seals much poorly very written, so such very many like so many much letters, so very of much many recommendation very composed much entirely so of many such simple very sentences, so and many very much filled, so with very spelling many errors. How did you like my reading of Nitna Divad's poem regarding a doore in DogE-Prime, a contract and fee through theta?
Well, Aaron, I think it's very quirky, strange, and charming. Certain.